Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Jazzy, aka Dizzy Dreamer 92. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to kind of talk about something that is very personal to me and is also something that has been just kind of on like my mind and on my heart to talk about. Because I like to base this channel around honesty and everything and being transparent with you guys. And I've also like figured that in my 24 years here on this earth, when you're honest about your feelings and honest about things, like, it opens up the opportunity to help others and to let people that could be or have felt the same way, like, know that they're not alone, basically. And this has just kind of been on my heart to talk about, just because there's been a lot of stuff like in the past, like I'd say like 8 months, with like body positivity and all these different things, and that's kind of what I want to talk about. I kind of want to talk to you guys about body stuff and more personally, kind of like where I come from and everything, and and it, like I said, it's really personal to me because it just is. And so yeah. So basically the gist of my story is as a 24-year-old female and a female and a person who exists in this world, and everything, like since I was a little girl, I have always wanted to be beautiful, and that's been ingrained in me since I was little because growing up, in this society that tells you like that you want to be pretty, you want to be beautiful, you want to look a certain way, and so that got ingrained in me at a very young age, and I mean young, like like maybe first or second grade, I would say, like that's when the idea of like I have to present myself as feminine and I have to be, and girly and this and that, like that's when it got very ingrained in me, like, okay, this is something I have to do because I'm a woman. Well, okay, back then because I'm a girl, but that was something that kind of took over, and I was like, okay, I have to do this. Now also, being that young, the second grade is kind of when I got called fat for the first time, and it was also when I found out that even though like younger, the word fat wasn't something that I thought was offensive, it wasn't until the second grade that I found out I was supposed to be offended, that it was a bad thing. And it sucks, like second grade, I think I was 11 in the fourth grade, so that would have been, I think I was like 7 or 8 in the second grade, and I had kids that would make fun of me and they would call me fat, and I just couldn't understand why. Like, I mean, I'd always been like a chubby kid, but but okay, sorry. I had kids that called me fat, and then from there it slowly got into like, oh, Jasmine's ugly. Like, yes, my real name is Jasmine, but people would call me ugly, and people would make fun of me. And I never could really grasp why, because like, I mean, yeah, I was bigger than the other kids, but otherwise, I mean, I just, like, even though like I had finally learned that fat was an insult and it was a bad thing, I still didn't get why people would be so cruel and why people would be so mean. And I mean, I remember because wanting to be this ideal size and everything. I remember how embarrassing it was when I was in the fourth grade. And I remember this day very clearly, and I see, this is another like me learning that this is a bad thing, and this means like you've done something bad. I remember being in the fourth grade, and I remember that my mom decided that we were going to go on a diet, and again, I didn't know that this was a bad thing, and I didn't know that this was a cause for anything bad. But I remember, because I didn't know it was a bad thing, going to school and being like, yeah, I'm on a diet. Like, I got my little salad here, and okay, yay. And I remember, that just being another, like, thing for people to make fun of me for. Sitting at the, girls' lunch table, because for some reason we separate ourselves between girls and boys, and then just, oh yeah, I'm on a diet, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, there's more fuel and more things for them to, say about me. And so yeah, elementary school was a great time. And then I got into, middle school, which middle school was hell on earth, and I don't want to spend too much time talking about that, but, basically, I spent most of my young life being told that I wasn't pretty, and that, my body somehow made me less of a person, and, and people, basically because I didn't look like, all the other girls, oh, well, we can just treat her like shit and it's okay. When, now looking back, especially like once I got like to the 8th grade and then moving on into high school, like the truth was, I mean, in middle school I was I was chubby and I was bigger than everyone, but like I was also developing faster than everybody. I had boobs when like everyone else was still like, yeah, and and I was developing faster basically, and then even going into middle school, like my body kind of like shaped out a little bit, and yeah, I was still bigger than everyone else, but I was never, when I was in high school, I was never as fat as I honestly thought I was. Yeah, I wasn't as skinny. I've never been skinny. I never, looked like the cheerleaders on the cheer squad or anything like that, but I was not the fattest person. I was like in like a nice little middle area, and and yeah, I don't know I don't know what I'm saying, but basically like I was in this like little area, like this little middle area where I definitely wasn't skinny, and I definitely wasn't super fat, but like people like made me think that I was. And people made me believe that, this conventional idea of beauty that, society sets for us, and that, kind of gets shoved down your throat in high school, because, in high school you want to look beautiful and you want to do all these things, blah, blah, blah. It's like it kind of got to the point where it's like, I know that this is never going to be for me. Like, I tried to like dress feminine, and I tried to, do the whole, I'm in cute makeup and oh, look, my hair is, done and blah, blah, blah. And I just finally got to the point in high school that I was like, okay, if I can't have conventional beauty, then I'm going to try and have unconventional beauty. And basically, so instead of trying to be like the blonde, like, ha 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 person, and trying to like slim down and everything, I liked to dye my hair. I liked rocking skinny jeans that were weird, crazy colors. I wore band tees. I was, for all extensive purposes, a little scene queen in high school. Like, once I finally hit like my junior year of high school, I was like, fuck it. Like, I want to wear something that I'm comfortable in, and maybe I can't look like them, but I can look like me. And of course, like, people were still assholes. I still got called fat all the time, which my friend's fiance posted, like, she reposted a picture on Facebook that like really struck a chord with me, and I'm gonna butcher like what the like little quote picture said, but it was like, it was something along the lines of like, I wish I could go back to the first time I thought I was fat. And that struck a chord with me because, like, at 24 and being the size I am now, which I am, bigger than I was in high school and even middle school, like, I honestly wish that I had been in a good enough mental place when I was in high school to realize, like, no, like, my body is fine. Like, these people are stupid and they're just being assholes. Because, I look back at pictures of myself and I'm like, oh man, I wish I would have like learned to love my body then. And even now, like, I don't want to like put on this like front of like, oh yeah, I love my body, blah, blah, because I don't, because I have days where I wake up and I'm like, yeah, I could take on the world, and, my size doesn't define me, and blah, blah, blah. And then I have other days that I wake up and I look in the mirror and I'm, I'm just like, what? And it's a struggle. It's because, we live in this society that tells you that unless you're bettering yourself, that you don't deserve to love yourself. And if you're not, a size 2, then there's something wrong with you. And it's like, and that's not right. I as a person, like, I love the body positivity movement because I think that it stands for good things. But I also think that, like, there's not like a thin line of like who can be body positive and who can't. Um, like I've seen, there's people that think that, people like me who are my size shouldn't be a part of the body positive movement. And there's people that think that skinny people shouldn't be a part of it. But it's like at the end of the day, like body positivity is for everyone, of all shapes and sizes, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Asian, whether you're Indian, no matter what you are, cis, not cis, body positivity is for everybody. And I know this has been kind of rambly, and I kind of had, sorry, my foot's falling asleep. I kind of had like this idea for the structure, and but like I think like the main message I just want to like present in this video is like, no matter what your body looks like, or whether you want to lose weight, you want to lose weight, you want to gain weight, you want to do this, you want to do that, like you are worthy of loving your body, and this is the one body that you're gonna have for the rest of your life. And I stand by the fact that if you want to be body positive, you have every right to look at your body today and how it is, despite any of its flaws, despite your scars, whatever. Like you have the right to look in the mirror and say, I love this body, and I want to celebrate it. And again, I'm saying this because I look back at, my 16, 17, 18-year-old self, and I look at how much she hated her body and, believed the things that people said about her, when in reality her body was fine. I mean, and sorry, I never want to make these videos, and I don't want to be like known as the channel that makes videos that where she gets emotional all the time, because that's not the thing. It's just, I'm at 24, I'm trying to learn to love myself now, and even now that there's lots of times where I feel like I can't. I've got a lot of friends that, are into working out and they're into fitness, and surprise, like I am too. I like working out. Well, not super recently, but like a while back, I started like lifting and like doing like deadlifts and squats with the bar and everything. I like doing those things, and and I have friends that are encouraging me to, to work out and lose weight. And it's like, it's hard, because sometimes I feel like I have more people that would like me if I lost weight, who at the moment don't like me so much because I'm, still this size. And I don't know. Basically, I think I've said basically way too many times in this video. I think that whatever you feel is good for your body is good for your body. I don't know. Okay, this video is going way too long. Basically, I just want any women or men or anybody out there, whether you consider yourself a certain gender or you're not, whatever, rambling, you have a body and you deserve to love that body. And no one else should have any say in whether or not you do. So, I'm going to go. Then I'm going to stop because I don't want to keep rambling, because then we'll be here for like another hour or so. And then my video won't upload for like ages. So, I don't know. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, tell your friends about me. Tell them in advance that I'm sorry because I just ramble all the damn time. But, yeah. So, I love your faces, and I will see you guys in the next one. Where's my mouse? I'm trying to stop the video.